Hello everybody, it's Whiskey11 and welcome back to the Gaming Lounge. It is time for DCS World Livestream number 8, and in this live stream, it's actually going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one because this will be the first time that I will be playing in VR for a live stream, so that means that there are inevitably going to be some teething issues, so bear with me here as we get through some of those. One of the obvious things that I need to figure out how to fix is the fact that I cannot see the chat while flying, so hopefully I will be able to interact with you guys as I'm flying. I'll just have to take the VR headset off briefly, so there might be some weird views going on, but hopefully we can work through some of that. There will also be I don't know if it'll show any distortions in the video, but some things may be just slightly out of frame for you guys because VR records in a nearly vertical orientation. It's like 9:16 instead of 16:9, and so that, I don't know what the actual aspect ratio is, but it's taller than it is wider on like normal monitors, so things don't necessarily display. That means I have to zoom in real far in order for you guys to see things in like a halfway normal view, so there's going to be some teething issues. Please bear with me as we get through them, okay? So our next live stream is going to be this Saturday, June 22nd, 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. That's going to be World of Warships action. It's hard to believe that we're already to the end of June. It's freaking crazy, I'm telling you. If you haven't already checked out the Discord server, there is a link to that in the description to this video. I highly recommend you check it out. Lots of great people there that are willing to help you out with all sorts of games, World of Warships, War Thunder, DCS World, pretty much anything, really. It's just a great place to hang out, lots of good people there, so highly recommend checking that out. There's also a link there in the description to the Streamlabs Open Broadcast software page. If you would like to download and do your own live streaming or video recording, you can do that for free using Streamlabs. Using that link there helps this channel out a little bit. There's also a link there to the donation page if you'd like to make donations. Certainly welcome to, but obviously not required. Okay, let's kick this over to the game. Gotta put my headset on, so bear with me here. Hopefully things don't change up too much, but as you can see, we're in a very special aircraft. It's not even truthfully like a fixed wing aircraft. We are in none other than the UH-1H Huey. This is the famous twin rotor one, and we're in the gunship configuration. We got minigunner there, and another minigunny back there, and we got some rocket pods. So let's get this thing started. I've already refueled us, so we're going to close our doors right away. Normally you would keep those open, but for now we're just going to go ahead and do that. So, gotta remember to look exactly at what it is I'm doing. Gotta change our DC voltmeter selection to ESS power, come over here to AC phase. We want to turn our main generator on. We're going to be starting up, so we want anti-collision on. Position switches can wait. Don't need pitot heater, it's nice and warm. We'll go ahead and spool these up even though the main power isn't on presently. This is just our cockpit lighting. Makes it easier for me to see. Oh, hello, person trying to send me a text message. Okay, we got one more light that I'm looking for here. Where is it? I need green light. There we go. Okay. So with that on, oh yeah, we gotta crack our throttle on the helicopter. So flying helicopters is a little bit different than flying an aircraft. We got a couple of different things. There it goes. Okay, so it's free. It's now on its setup. So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I will try and get to them as I get to them. So now we're ready to turn on the battery. I apologize in advance for what is about to happen. There's going to be an alarm that sounds. I'm going to try and silence it quickly, so bear with me. Shush! That is the low rotor RPM warning siren, and it is annoying. Okay, so we are ready to go ahead and start. Throttle is open. We got to get our fuel on. Let's test our lights. They're good. Reset those. Force trim and hydraulic, get hydraulics get turned on. IFF can be rotated to there. This stuff can wait until we actually get started. Okay. Last quick check through. Breakers are good. We're good here. We're good with everything, it looks like. Alright, let's get this gal started. So the Huey has a 40-second start timer. You don't want to use the starter on this for more than 40 seconds. If it doesn't start up in 40 seconds, you're supposed to stop and wait. You should start up. There we go. Rotors are starting to spin. Looks like we're clear. So we'll go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna move my microphone so I don't hit it as often. Alright, while it's spinning up, inverter needs to go to main. Crack our throttle a little bit more. And should be starting now. Fingers off the starter. Looks like we're good. Alright. So there's a couple of things that flying a helicopter has some interesting challenges, and the Huey is no exception. So one of the biggest challenges with the Huey is the maintaining these instruments right here. So this right here is actually our engine RPM switch. I'll zoom back out. This here is our engine RPM switch, or not switch, but gauge. And it needs to stay basically in the green, maybe the yellow in certain circumstances. So right now we're below that. That's because we're sitting on the ground and I'm not ready to take off. I don't want to throttle up because something else can happen. So we're gonna wait on that while I explain the rest of this. This next gauge is actually the torque gauge, and if I zoom in here, you can actually see there's a red line here. That red line is the maximum amount of engine torque that can be applied to the airframe before damage can occur. Not that it will occur, but it can occur. So the one below that is going to be our gas producer. This is what basically our engine is capable of outputting in terms of power. There is a red line here at basically 100%. I can floor the throttle, and generally speaking, you don't worry too much about this one. You worry almost entirely about these top two. And then the bottom one is going to be our exhaust gas temperature, and you can see here there's a red line here and a red line here. And our goal is to keep it in the green, which isn't an issue in this weather. If we were in hotter temperatures, it might actually be a problem. So with all of that, let's go ahead and move around our cyclic and make sure our collective is working. Yep, collective is working. So up in this upper left-hand corner here, they've got a little bit of a, it's not the sight, but this is a little bit of a cheating reference here. It gives you your control inputs. You can see that's the tail rotor speed. This is the cyclic. We've got this is the engine throttle, and this is the collective. So yeah, there's no boats. Sorry, guys. We're just getting our CCR on, though. I need to turn I wish it was available for me to play. All right, we're gonna switch on our radio dials here. Switch on our chaff and flare. I'm missing a radio. Here it is. Switch this to intercom. Armament selection going to the rockets. We need one rocket pair, but we're going to keep it... Whoa. There we go. One rocket pair. We're going to keep it in the safe position. Alright, we're ready to go. So let's throttle basically wide open. So you're going to see, this actually has a self-limiter in it. Oh, somebody's hover taxiing. We're not going to do that. We're just going to depart straight out because I'm cheeky like that. So this has an engine limiter. It actually won't go too much higher. We are going to be careful of him. So with throttle all the way up, we can start adding in collective, a little bit of left, tail rotor here as we get up. Too much. All right. Managing our engine torque to make sure we stay, if we can, anyway, below that limit. Dun 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 dun.
Tailpipe on final from runway 30 coming.
All right. So as we get up here in altitude, I am gonna cheat a little bit and use the autopilot so I can interact with you guys a little bit, because there's a lot that happened there at the startup of this. I'm gonna force trim it so that we're at least in the right area. There we go. So there is actually an autopilot in the DCS world Huey. There is not in the real life one. But you don't want to activate it unless you're at basically a complete zero in terms of climb. There we go. Yep, there we go. Alright. I'm going to take this off and look. I am, in fact, having a good day. The old one. Hopefully, you guys are able to see everything well. Let me know in the comments if you are unable to see some of the things that are going on. Because, like I said, I understand that it can be really difficult to kind of see what's going on with the way that the screen had to be, like, squished. Like, the things on the right-hand side and the left-hand side, like this stuff over here and this up here, that is actually fixed to the screen. I don't have any control of that, so... Alright, so I actually need to look and see where I actually need to go. So, helicopter... We're looking at infantry assault mission, GH-22. That is the ocean. We are nowhere near the ocean. Alright. GH. All the way down here. I'm here. It's gonna be a long flight. I forgot to set the compass, so that's gonna be interesting. What's my current heading? 109. Okay. For whatever reason, the compass on this thing is always jacked up. I think it's actually backwards, on purpose. I just hate trying to read it that way. I always use this one on the top, even though I think it's actually supposed to be the one down there. Just easier for me to remember. The other thing is the Huey is really quite heavy, loaded up like this, and maybe even a smidge underpowered.
Bankman departure, Kakafi 07.
Interesting. Oh yeah, it is going. Okay. So I'm gonna pop us out of our autopilot here. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit more to the collective. Bring the engine torque up just a little bit. This will help us go just a smidge quicker. Again, brief transients over the the max torque line is not nearly as much of an issue as continuous operation over it. Ideally, you don't want to be anywhere near the line, but this is a combat helicopter, so we're doing combat things, okay? So let's get our gunners. You can see they just slid the doors open. They're going to be picking up their miniguns. We can actually take control of them. These things are a lot of fun, but we'll get there in a second. What do you mean this isn't World of Warships? It should have updated it. Yeah, it says DCS World. How dare you guys? Well, I didn't mean to turn that down, but... Hey, thanks for the compliment, old one. I appreciate it. This should be an interesting one, because I suck at flying this helicopter. It's a lot of fun, though. No, we need... Yes. Oh, we're headed in basically the right direction. Close enough. We'll go land, well, no, we got plenty of fuel. Our fuel gauge is over here. Whoa! Well, that was awfully rude. Where'd you go? Somebody just tried strafing me. I'll get you! I'll get you if it's the last thing I have to do! I don't think he did any damage, but it was awfully rude of him. Well, that's interesting. Where's my radio comms? Oh well. That was an F5 that just shot at us. And missed. I should clarify. He shot at us and missed. Alright. The mission is basically over here by this white smoke. It's not at the white smoke, it's actually in a slightly different place, but, that frickin' jerk. Oh, the compass is already off. Oh, man, you do some reading on these early Hueys, and basically the compass is a joke. Nobody takes it seriously. Oh, he did hit me. Damaged my window! That jerk! Friggin' MiG-28s. They're so rude. There we go. Where are you? Flew right over top of us. Make a mistake, I dare you. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a fire. Well, we're gonna try and make it, if we can. Doesn't... Exhaust gas temps are good. Oh, I lost my rotor torque gauge. Well, this ought to be interesting. Stay with me. Ah! We're almost to the forward operating base. If we can make it there, that'd be awesome. Nice, smooth inputs. Come on. Come on, Huey, stay with me. We can make it there. We're so close. Exhaust gas temps, pull up. We're gonna make it there. I know we're gonna make it. It's gonna be damn close, though. And I have no idea how this is gonna react as I get closer and closer to this. Oh no! Throttle all the way down. Collective up. Auto rotate. Auto rotate. Auto rotate. Nope, we're going down. Ah! Well, we got shot down because an F5 strafed us. It's awfully rude of him. It's very rude of him, actually. Not just a little. Well, I don't have any way of dealing with him. Ground crew, rearm, refuel. Give ourselves some miniguns. We almost made it there. Had he left us alone for just a few more seconds, we would have been able to set it down. And I tried to auto-rotate us going down to the ground, but I was too low to be able to actually pull it off. You can't actually do auto-rotations in this game, so that's kind of a neat side effect, I guess you could call it.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Alright, let's get
Copy.
all this garbage ready. So they're refueling us.
Refueling complete.
SSAC. This can go on. Get it. Test, clear, reset. Heat air goes on, nav lights. Green. Need throttle, so we crack our throttle open here. Goes.
Rearming complete.
I think we are ready. Alright, 40 seconds. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 7, 28, 9, 30. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. Okay. Things starting to come up. At least he didn't try and shoot us with missiles or something. Transmit receive on guard. Alright, we need main inverter goes. Should have. Engines going. Okay. Go ahead and close our door. Get our gunners into this fight and be done with this nonsense. Okay, throttling up. Alright, get some altitude rolling here. Ugh. Okay. I forgot to set the compass again. We'll just deal with it. Okay. So we're headed over here. As soon as we cross this tree line, I'll show you guys what an auto rotation is. I think it's such a neat little thing that helicopters can do. So One of the common misconceptions about helicopters is that when they lose engine power, they basically fall out of the sky. It's actually not true. There are a number of different things that can happen when a helicopter loses main engine power, but falling out of the sky is not necessarily one of them. Even losing a tail rotor isn't completely damning. It just... Here, we'll just show it. It's easier to show it. So it's called an auto rotation, and to drastically oversimplify it, let me... Yeah. So to drastically oversimplify it, really? Zoom in. There we go. So when a helicopter is flying in flight like this, all the rotor force is being blown down through the rotor. So it's coming from on top of the helicopter and coming down. During an auto rotation, when actually...
Bulldog 32 taking off runway 15.
What actually happens in an auto... Is that my dudes firing? No. We're gonna get fucking shot down again. Okay, so we're at about 1,000 feet. We're just gonna do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the throttle. I'm gonna drop the collective with it. So we are now no non-powered flight. Gotta drop the collect. Yeah. We're gonna add stuff back in. Sorry, I goofed it. I goofed. So we're gonna climb back up here. Thankfully, I was able to recover. Yeah. Frickin' F5 is still around. It's really annoying. We're gonna try and sneak back to the base if we can. Oh no, somebody got him. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's go back up. Let's start gaining some altitude again. So the whole premise behind this is during an auto rotation, the direction of the airflow changes. So rather than going down through the rotors and around the aircraft, it comes up through the rotors. And it's the same effect. You still get lift, and it's controllable. And you don't need, because the engine torque is what causes the helicopter to spin and the need for the tail rotor. But you don't need that in an auto rotation, so you basically need no rear control authority. So we're at about the right altitude. So once again, I'm gonna cut everything. Power's going down. Got to manage the collective to maintain rotor speed though. Want to maintain forward flight. Okay. So we got forward flight. Oop, need more collective. I don't want to overspeed things. Of course, we're headed right towards a fucking power line. As you get closer to the ground, you pull back. And you start adding collective. Well, we landed a little hard. But as you can see, we would have survived. In fact, I can... Everybody get out! He's floating. Anyway, if you do it right, what ends up happening is you end up actually, you end up actually landing safely. And I just need to practice it more. So we'll go ahead and we'll expedite our startup here. See, power. Battery, shut up. Should be good for at least a quick start here. Oh, drop. Hey. But you can do an auto rotation in this. I've done a probably 24 of the things in total in this game. It's actually surprisingly easy to do. It's just trying to micromanage and talk and do all that stuff at the same time can be kind of hard. My phone is exploding right now. What is going on? I don't think that's an AN2, is it? Moon Puma? You would know. Alright. Get all this stuff turned on. We'll actually get to the mission so you can see these things roll. These miniguns are friggin' awesome when they go off. Position lights. Get those guys rolling green. Okay. Need to rearm, refuel. Which thankfully they can do. Need to do refuel.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
So that's one interesting side effect of all of this. Another interesting thing that can happen on the Huey anyway is the main mast on the Huey. If you really unload the aircraft, what can happen is the rotor will actually flutter front to back, and when it comes around, it'll actually smack the mast on the that the main rotor is attached to. If it smacks it hard enough and frequently enough, it'll actually separate the main rotor from the aircraft, which is obviously a bad thing. Obviously a very, very, very bad thing. Okay.
Rearming complete.
Oh, there he goes. Alright. So once again, we'll go ahead and full throttle. Oh, he's going. Oh, please, dear God, please do not kill me. Alright, a little bit of left, a little bit of left, a little bit of right. Okay. Dun 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 dun. He's gonna sit down over there. We're just gonna go. Okay, step up our collective here. Force trim is a very interesting attribute of a Huey. It's a freaking godsend for flight, in my opinion. Basically, it takes it. A true helicopter does not have a centering return spring on the cyclic, which is the joystick, and so you don't have to actually hold the stick in any one location. It basically kind of like self-trims a little bit. It's a little bit harder with something like the Thrustmaster Warthog, where that's not the case. Okay, so it is in autopilot, so while we're flying there, I will silence my cell phone because it's starting to get annoying. Yep. Okay.
Hot mic 251.
Who doesn't love the smell of napalm in the morning? That's what I'm talking about.
Roger that. How about now? Yeah, you're good now. Thank you. Thanks.
We need to go here. Let's do other. Ooh, what is... Ah! I forgot about that. Oh, we don't have the ability to get EWRS. That's interesting. Okay, well... Guess we'll just keep on flying. Bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down. Something about some folks are born to made to wave the flag. Ooh, that red, white, and blue. Bear down. Double check and make sure that our where I'm headed to is still the same. Yep, still is. You can also do troop transports with this in this game. You can also transport crates as well, and if you assemble enough crates, you can actually assemble something. I have done none of those things in this game because I honestly don't know where to even begin with that kind of stuff. I have never done any sling loading at all. The crates that you carry are all carried on a sling. I can barely fly this thing as is, so, yeah. As you can imagine, I'm not in the business of attempting that. Ooh. There's a convoy that's going to be near where we're going too. That ought to be interesting. There is one downside to this this helicopter, is it's extremely slow. Our airspeed is right there in the center of the screen. It's right there. Just over, we're like 95 knots. I can try and push. Depending on how close you want to dance to that torque line, really determines just how much you're gonna get in terms of speed. Okay, set our autopilot again, our cheat. So yeah, once we get there, we can take manual control of this thing, although I will be the first to admit that the controls for this are really weird. So I'm aiming by looking around, so like this is me looking all the way to the left and teleporting through things all the way to the left and all the way up and all the way down. But it also has AI gunners. Now, originally ED and Bell Semtech, which is the company that actually makes this, we're going to make it multi-crew capable, but for whatever reason that has yet to happen, unfortunately. I can barely fly this thing, yet pulls off an auto-rotate. Well, it's not like an auto-rotate is really that difficult. Once you understand the concept, it's really easy. Especially practice auto-rotates. You know, you get yourself 1,000 feet of altitude, you chop your throttle, and you just maintain your rotor RPM. It will take far too long for us to get anywhere near Sochi to actually to assist with that. But anyway, all you have to do is maintain your throttle RPM, and then once you're close to the ground, you just basically do a flare. You add collective, which adds trying to remember. Collective is not... It is pitch rotor, I think. So the blade, when it spins, that angle of attack, I think, is what the collective is. And then cyclic is the... like, the angle of the main mast. Well, we're almost to where we got shot down. Almost. Why? Oh. Did it start on fire? No. Our exhaust gas temps are getting a little high, though. There it goes. So you gotta be careful with exhaust gas temps down there. It'll cause power loss. We'll back it off a little bit. We definitely don't want to get an engine fire. We actually want to make it there this time. That's why I said that this aircraft can be real finicky at times. In a very annoying way, actually. Just the amount of things that you have to do to keep it in the air is just like a micromanagement nightmare. Although, if you're used to flying warbirds, the like P-51 or the BF-109 or the Focke-Wulf 190s and Spitfires, I guess the I-16 is in this as well. You're probably used to that level of engine management because every one of those aircraft has a ridiculous level of engine management required to actually fly it. Yeah, I'm personally not a fan. Alright. Can't step up engine torque without no. Want to let things cool down a little bit. This is actually one of the forward operating bases, FOBs, that we have access to. I'm gonna check this and oh boy, we got a long freaking ways to go. All of that, and we're nowhere near where we need to go. Basically, we're headed off into those trees way the heck up there. Yeah, Huey multi-crew would be a lot of fun in this, I think. We have a friendly Huey off over there. Or an operating base with some absolutely lovely graphics. I need to check that. So are you guys getting consistent frames on your end? I just want to make sure that you guys are getting like decent frame rates. I'm at like 35 looking through a VR headset. Which is smooth, but 35 frames is like, oh. Didn't realize we were back in the Soviet Union, comrade. Alright, exhaust gas temps they're fine for now. Some chimney smoke. But yeah, what else is there really to show? I mean, I can jump over into the co-pilot seat. He has this wicked gun sight here. I have no idea how to use it. I know how to use the pilot one. It's really all that matters to me. The gunners are basically follow the tracers. So that's pretty easy. Okay, start a little bit of a climb here. Pretty sure it's off to the...
Sochi traffic, Tinkan, taxiing runway 24, Sochi. And Sochi traffic, Mirage departing runway 6 at Sochi.
Oh! Speaking of, The engine exploded. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you deal with this frustration like day in, day out. I can't imagine being a Huey freaking pilot. Oh man. All right, we're gonna choose a different role here. We're gonna load up my favorite aircraft in this game for right now. Not an F-14. That is my favorite aircraft of all time, but to fly is mildly frustrating. Woo! This'll kill some frames. Oh yeah. That is killing them. All right, let's start this gal up and get the heck out of here while we before our sanity goes. And we're clear. Oh, somebody just nuked Sochi. Are you serious? Seriously, all I want to do is play this game, and we keep getting, like, team killed. Here we are in the midst of a completely radioactive mess. Yep. Now my frame rates are even worse. So we are going to even expedite this even faster now. Oops. On. Oxygen gets turned on. Battery turned on. Engine start. Shush. Yeah. This is definitely killing my frame rates. Okay, let's get lights turned on. Oh, it's even giving me like VR sickness how low the frame rates are. This is what I hate, like, ugh. Just ooh. Okay. I already had enough of that and I just turned the stupid thing on. Really?
10, 9, 8.
Oh, there's about to be a massive lag spike.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, flaps on. Yes, yes. The phrase "nobody cares" keeps coming to my mind. 14, because we're the Black Sheep Squadron. Let's... making some small changes to this loadout. No. 12s, GBU 12s. Air Sidewinder, air-to-air Sidewinder.
Request rearming.
Arm refuel this, let's go.
Copy.
Anti-skid. Pump. Oh, I'm missing one. That might be important. These can come on. HUD needs to come. Go to the stores page. Anti-skid needs.
Rearming complete.
Are rearmed. Might as well get stuff cooling down. Taxi yet. INS is a go. Let's get out of here. Okay. Our parking. I forget what my Sochi traffic whiskey 244 departure. Let's go. Oh, it's in a. we were in a bomb crater. Okay, this 63 degrees. That'll work. Give me another dip here. Good thing the Harrier has some ridiculously robust landing gear. Really? That wasn't that quick. Oh, it's bent. That one's bent back a little. That one's bent forward. Nice to see that jackwagon, when he nuked the base, he caused enough damage when we taxied out of that other hole that it did some damage. This is going to require some nursing to get it to the airfield for takeoff. Generally speaking, they would not recommend that you try and land this thing on a carrier. I don't even know if the landing gear will fully retract or not. We'll find out. Okay, water needs to go to takeoff. Not.
Out of traffic, J11, taxiing for runway 15.
Ice, gentle. Oh. Go. Crossing a non-active runway. Frame rates are still really terrible. Somebody's having a bad day. Sochi traffic, Whiskey 1 taking runway 24. We're just gonna hot roll this.
Sukhumi traffic, gas pipe, single ship Hornet departing runway 12 at Sukhumi.
No, stay with me now. Till we're airborne. Thank you, Harrier. Okay. I'm out of the water. Turn off the water. Need gear up. No. Pretty sure that's not what I said.
Sochi traffic, tin can, taxiing runway.
Why is the gear still down? That's brilliant. All of this nonsense is because one dude nuked the freaking runway. Apparently this is going to be one of those days. Jesus, people. Look at this. We're just gonna see if we can't find a different place to take off from. The Harrier does have... I don't think we can spawn here. Try. Oh. Sucks that we can't take off from there. I'm guessing that we're not going to be able to take off from there either. We'll try it again. Well, it looks like we at least started in a different place. That's at least a start. Battery, engine start. Gosh. I am smacking the master warning. Seriously. The fact that when you hit that button it doesn't actually do anything is really irritating. Right. Once again, ground crew, armory fuel. Get the correct livery. He wants to be anything but the Black Sheep Squadron for obvious reasons. Armory fuel.
Copy.
HUD turned on, get our radios. Stop. Just stop it. I love how simplified they've made everything.
Rearming complete.
Rearming's complete. On. Nozzles are at 50 seconds. Go. Brighten it. I think we're ready. We're gonna roll it. Sochi traffic, Whiskey11 taxiing to runway 24. Hopefully we can actually make it there without getting ridiculously damaged again. Go. Got to play freaking dodge the potholes now. Hey, it's like driving in every major city in the US. What the hell? Serious? Ah, for Pete's sakes. Well, this could be fun. We're still gonna send it. Probably shouldn't take off this way, but we're gonna do it anyway. I don't care. What's the worst that could happen? I've already exploded 3 times today. Oh, something else exploded on the runway. Crossing. Crossing. You know, I bet if they had used that nuke, like, after everything had spawned in, I bet they would have had a lot more fun. They would have gotten a lot of kills. Oh great, there's an F-16 in the air. We're rolling. Woo! Landing gear coming up. 8 up, start adding. Why is the air brake deployed? Stop that. We're airborne. We're gonna do everything to get the hell out of Dodge because we're getting some ridiculous freaking lag through here. Yeah, see, it's still down. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah. Our EW page. Maybe we'll get... What? Yeah. That nuke! That completely is murdering our frame rates over there. Well, amongst other things. Faster we can get away from that, the better. Come down here and set our autopilot and, Really? Yeah, this is Santa, and this is Through the Inferno. Yeah. This is the 107th and Through the Inferno. We're loaded heavy, but why are the frame rates not improving? Why are the frame rates not improving? Might as well have our Master Armand. I have a feeling we're gonna frickin' need it. F-16 at 090, which is exactly where I'd like to head, is over there. That means going heads up against aircraft that have far better business being dogfighters than a friggin' Harrier. Oh, are things finally starting to smooth out a little bit? Jesus. Yeah, my frame times are still very ridiculous and not in a good way. Alright, let's see what he's at 6,000 feet.
Sochi traffic, Bug Griffin 1-1, taking up runway 24, departure to the south.
He's far enough away that I shouldn't be able to see him. And at 6,000 feet, an AMRAAM is not going to go very far. At least I hope it's not going to go very far. We're gonna hope that somebody else gets this F-16 before we have to do anything about it. That's somebody got it, or he's in the mountains. One of the two. F5 at 104 altitude. Somebody smoked the F-16, so that's at least a good sign. Hey, Mini-Mech, how's it going? On the Battleship Massachusetts Saturday for a tour. It was a good day. It was 18 minutes away from my girl's house. Oh. Well, that's cool. Massachusetts would have been a fun one to go see, or would be a fun one to go see. Man. (106) 30 miles away. Lower than us in altitude.
Good out of traffic. Out of traffic, Bulldog 32 is inbound runway 30.
32.8, 1,900 feet. I will shove a sidewinder down this thing's throat if I have to. Just kind of wish that... Oh, he died. I just kind of wish that the frame rates right now weren't so terrible. Not doing the black sheep any service. I'm doing okay. Just not had a good start to this this whole ordeal. And I'm losing frames like something fierce. I don't know what's causing it. I'm guessing that dude nuking that other airfield is still impacting things, but...
Final 3-0, Bulldog 3-2 for good data.
Oh, get lost.
Search traffic, column 1-2 is taxiing to runway 24.
There's a forward operating base. I could try and land there. Not with this bomb load, though. Let's get rid of this. Let's back to nav. Don't need to be hearing that nonsense. .9. Almost in the right region.
Pull up, pull up.
Really?
Sochi traffic tin can, taxiing to runway 24. Sochi.
I do love how on the new HUD for the Harrier, how it shows the shows where your waypoint is located at roughly. Anyway. Okay, go to our stores page. I don't think we can CCIP. Yes, I think we need to SL. Let's kill some more frame rates by turning on our targeting pod. You need to set a...
Sochi traffic, column 1-2 is taking off, runway 24.
There. Z. What are you trying to do to me, Harrier? What are you trying to do? Code 686 door. Targeting pod. Back to nav mode, that'll help us locate things quicker. Our target coordinates are basically at the waypoint. That'll be a good place to start. Continue to gain some altitude here. We're about 18 nautical miles now from our waypoint. The GBU-12s that we're carrying actually... Like hell you are. Like a SAM site? Yeah, it's a SAM site that's trying to lock me up. Anyway, these GBU-12s actually, if you have the right altitude and speed, can actually loft or drop from pretty far distances without issue. We got enough speed here. Let's just go ahead and climb out. Harrier is, you know, one of the few aircraft that has a greater than 1-to-1 thrust-to-weight ratio at certain weights. In this configuration, not so much. Air to ground mode, we can set this to auto. I don't think so. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Sochi traffic, Tin Can, taking runway 24 for departure, Sochi.
Yeah.
Tin Can, watch out for the craters in the middle of 24.
Let's see if we can't CCIP this.
Tin Can, roger. Thanks.
Yep. Sure can't. That sucks.
Yeah, hug to the left of that runway.
Alright, so we gotta go all the way around.
To avoid the left. Take off on the left side of the runway. The crater's right in the middle and to the right. MCAN copies, left side. Thanks.
Yeah, we had a wee bit of an issue there. Gotta come all the way back around here to actually see what's going on. We gotta have an outbound here in order to come back. Alright. That's where we're supposed to be dropping bombs.
Sochi traffic, Tin Can, clear the active. Sochi.
Okay. Hopefully these will guide on. Well, it pickled anyway. Felt it release. Yep, off the left wing rack there. And I don't think we can actually... No. There it goes. It's found itself a friend. Watch, this will complete this mission. Hello, random infantry dude. Okay. Back around.
Banana traffic, Bulldog 3-2, taxiing to runway 30.
When you got a JTAC that's actually lighting things up, it's actually really easy to do bombing and stuff with the Harrier. You basically just have to fly through the area. Shut up. Freaking power. I'm not gonna fall out of the sky. Oh my gosh, you're gonna explode! Add power! No, we're fine. We are fine. Do 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 do. Boop. Bombs away. Nope, not gonna find it. Yeah. Dang it. Need to actually find the target. I'm gonna do it the fun way.
Roll out, roll out,
Shut up.
roll out, roll out,
GCAS, you don't know anything.
roll out, roll out. Roll out, roll out. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Alright. Well, I was attempting to reset my T-Pod. Do I run on eGPU? I don't know what eGPU is. How do I look around so fast? I'm in VR. So, I have, basically as fast as I can move my head. Alright, far enough away.
Good traffic, Bulldog 3-2 taking off runway 30. Apologies, 3-3.
Roll out, roll out.
There! Now we should be good. Still in air to ground mode. Hate to ship mission complete. Not what we're here for. Really? That is a bug. Can you tell I'm getting frustrated with some of the bugs? Oh, they're gonna restart the server. Well, maybe that'll help with some of the ridiculousness. So apparently I decided to shoot off a Sidewinder into space. That's, woo, we're departing.
Roll out, roll out. Pull up, pull up. Roll out, roll out. Pull up, pull up.
Really?
Roll out.
Why is it doing that? Alright, well, they're gonna restart the server, so I'm gonna go, we'll go play some of the single-player stuff. In the meantime, let me see what time it is. Oh! It's the perfect time for our live stream schedule. So our next live stream is going to be June 22nd. That's going to be some World of Warships action. And that is this coming Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Kick this back to the live scene. Do all modules have VR support? Yes. All of the modules in the game have VR support. They, well, yeah, there's not much else to really say about that. I mean, not all of the modules are clickable, though, so it can be kind of... Well, it can be difficult. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, we'll do a cold start of the P-51. I've not actually flown one of the Warbirds since I got VR, so this ought to be interesting. But yeah, not all of the modules in game have clickable cockpits, so that can make for some frustrating experiences because you don't have the ability to actually click on things in the cockpit. So you're left kind of hanging in the balance there. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. When you take out all of the freaking other aircraft and all the stuff running in the background, you actually can see and hear yourself think. Oh my. Wow. Yeah. So the difference between playing this in multiplayer and playing this in single player is I went from about 25 frames to a solid locked 45.
Sushi traffic by Griffin 1-1 inbound to runway 20.
Andrew Sheehan, I would love to nothing more than to not have any more nukes going off. That would be amazing. Alright. So let's see here. We are in the wrong P-51 skin, so let's fix that right now. We need to be in where is she? There she is. Alright, we'll leave everything else where it's at. Okay, so let's get this guy started. Gotta get our flaps all the way up because we don't need that. So to get this guy started, we got a couple of checks that we need to do. Cable operated, so we'll check our control surfaces. Back here for elevator, yep. Rudder. Barely see it out of the corner of my eye there. Okay. So with all those checks done, we can take our propeller RPM throttle. Throttle gets here, check this to here, that's set to that. Carburetor is set to the place. Fuel flow.
Griffin 1-1 on final runway 20.
In a moment. Let me shut off SRS. I have the Samsung Odyssey Plus, is what I have for the headset. Carburetor disconnected, battery is on. That is set to the correct place. Got fuel, we've got fuel. Okay. Those need to be set to both. Starter cover up. Fuel booster on. Primer 1 Mississippi. Done. That is legitimately all you need for a primer on this. Let's get our parking brake set so that we don't move. Okay, so we get catches. Switch this down to coal. That's our rich, emergency full rich is what they call it. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna raise up our throttle RPM here. We're gonna go ahead and close our canopy. So much like the helicopter, I said close. Much like the helicopter, we got some things that we got to micromanage. We're going to go ahead and tell our RPM. So we want to run this guy until we can get oil pressure moving just fine. That wing lights, ignition lights, it's all radio stuff. We're going to leave this set, and we're going to sit here and wait until things kind of start to come up to temperature. We don't want to take off without warming things up, otherwise bad juju. Okay, we can close that cover. Those are all set. Flaps. Flaps have come up. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll set them down two notches. We can also turn our gun sight on. We want the correct one. Arrow, there we go. That thing is in a really interesting location. Okay, so things are starting to do what they're supposed to do here. Let's see where we're at on the mirror. Kidding. Okay, so if we go to the right and we taxi out, we should be good. So as soon as we get ready to taxi, we will go ahead and do so. But you've got two different things here that are really that you have to manage on these warbirds. One is going to be manifold pressure, and the other is going to be RPM. So manifold pressure is actually tied to your throttle position. Your RPM is tied to your RPM limiter. So the P-51 has an RPM governor on it, and it will only go up to 3,000 RPM. That's the engine RPM that'll go to. Okay, so we're good here. We're waiting on temperature to come up to the green. Go ahead and we'll idle it just a little bit. We'll get our engine idle up so that we don't have to wait nearly as long. Okay, go ahead and reset that guy there. We can do our magneto checks. Okay, it died. That's good. Yeah. So that's aileron. We need 5 degrees of right rudder trim for takeoff. These things are a beast to take off. Cold air control, I forget. Not right. Do not use carb heat. Okay. Don't worry, we won't. Alright, so the temperatures have come up a bit. We should be able to go ahead and taxi here. I think we'll be alright. We're gonna... So the P-51 steers by using differential brakes on the different wheel hubs, which makes taxiing a little interesting. Also, because we're a tail dragger, that means that we need to also look over the sides. You're supposed to taxi. Ooh. You're supposed to taxi in like an S pattern. Can be a real pain. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set our throttle RPMs. We're gonna leave our manifold pressure low. Okay. So yeah, taxiing with the rudders does very little. It's all done by differential braking. Okay. Get ourselves into position here. Alright. So now the P-51 does not have, at least not that I've found, a tail wheel lock. That means you gotta get kind of creative with how this all works. Basically, on the P-51, if you pull back all the way on the stick, it will lock out the rear wheel. Okay, so we need to back off our engine RPM here. As we build up speed here. Okay. And we are airborne. So now that we're airborne, gear can come up. Flaps are going to come up a notch. Flaps are coming up all the way. And here we go. So, climb rate 2750 and about 45 inches of manifold pressure here. We can maintain a fairly good climb rate at about 250 knots, which we're really quite slow. It's a beautiful warbird, though. Who wants to see this thing dogfight? That's... First time stopping by and watching all your IGN WoWs. Thanks. Hey, cool. I'm glad that you're finding them of help. Hopefully, hopefully they continue to be helpful. So, I don't think there's anything in this area for us to shoot at. Oh, VR headset, what are you doing? There you go. Yeah, there's nothing here. Whoa. VR all of a sudden just like maxed out. Really? What is going on? Weird. After pressing F10, it literally just, literally just decided that it was not going to, like, it is freaking out. That's brilliant. Let's go ahead, let's see if we can't get ourselves into one of the, in action. We have a dogfight here. P51. Ooh. Why not? We'll give it a shot. See what happens. See if my VR headset can just nuke itself. It's warm, but it's not that warm. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, this is unplayable right now. What is going on? Why all of a sudden is this just freaking out? Like, there's nothing extra running in the background at all of this, and that's what makes me really, really pissed off. Like, it's just makes no sense. Like, why all of a sudden is this just freaking out? I'm at like 23 frames a second here. Every time I move my head, it is just tearing like a son of a gun. So I'm gonna restart this. I'm gonna kick us over to the stream schedule real quick. We'll be right back here while I restart DCS World. Because that is just freaking weird. It's one of the things I don't like about VR playing DCS World is the game isn't... The game will play in VR, and it does fine in VR most of the time, but then you get weird oddities like that where it just brings the game to its knees, and there's nothing that you can really do. So, I don't know. It'd be nice for them to actually, like, go through and optimize the game for VR, but I don't know that we will ever see them do that. Game's starting up here, so give me a second. I'll switch it back to the live scene. Just hang with me. Alright. Just like that, frame rates have returned. Okay, so let's do this again. Hopefully this time, without ridiculous frame rate losses. Do 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 do. Oh, so this mission is like biased super heavily towards the Focke-Wulf 190. Okay, gun sight. Here we go. Okay. Come to Papa. The reason why I say it's biased real heavily towards the Focke-Wulf 190 is because he is much more agile. Got a hit on him. Okay, You can see how he's turning around, and I'm just basically getting these parting shots on him here. Let's lower 2 levels of flaps here, see if we can't help ourselves. Nope. No, come on. Give it to me. Uh-oh, we're departing. Good recovery. Okay, let's build up some speed, give ourselves some manifold pressure here. Come on. Come on, come on. We gotta get Jerry! He's going up again! There's some good hits. Come to Papa. I don't know if he's gonna bail out after that or not, but that was a pretty monster hit. Nope, he's going up and over again. Some more hits. Nice glare there. Oh. Come on. Oh, I think she's done, boys. I think she's done. He's not bailing. Let's not follow him into the ground then. Oh yeah. He's a crater. We got him. All right. So you definitely don't want to run around in war emergency power all the time. We managed to kill him though. Let's see if I can find myself a runway to crash at. Ah. See, in single player, VR works so much better because you don't have all of the stuff running in the background. Like, I've got some really good, like, my graphics are set pretty high for even VR use, which obviously I should turn down some, but, like, VR, it actually works out pretty good. I wish I could show you, like, exactly what I'm seeing. It's pretty neat. By the same token, the performance hit is kind of like, oh, man. Like, really? So... Fix that rudder trim? Oh. Yeah, there's a little bit of a... We got a little bit of one. It's alright, though. Try alt-tabbing through the windows. Usually fixes it. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It really is. Let's go back to the main menu here. And let's do one in the BF-109. Dogfight. Now this aircraft is extremely finicky compared to the P-51. What is going on here? Yeah, reset that view. Thanks! Look at that. Alright. Let's go, Tommy. Nyum. Where'd he go? There he is. Whoop. Okay, keep with him. Oh man, that sight is hard as hell to use. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Oh, that was a massive hit. That was a massive hit, and got the cannons in there to boot. Still going up, though. I'm out of cannon. He is running for home. Oh. Oh. Oh, his prop is dead. Bye, Felicia. You best be bailing. Oh, man. So the BF-109 has something cool. It's got leading edge extensions, which for a World War II aircraft was unprecedented. Okay, let's... He's still flying. We got a couple of machine gun rounds left, so... I just crashed into him. Get out of my sky, boy! Deutschland! Now I'm in glider mode. Let's see if we can't find ourselves a halfway decent place to land. Success! Oh, we got plenty of airspeed. Anybody see an airfield around here? I see a field. That looks close enough. What? The Germans? Can't believe I actually hit him. I should have pulled off sooner. Oh well. This thing has like the worst landing profile too. Land? Or not. We're belly landing. Mostly because hydraulic pressure is not a thing right now. Okay. Nice and easy. Not towards the tree. Stay with it. Stay with me! Oh, the landing... What? Why did the landing gear all of a sudden come down? Oh, no, no, no! Oh. Get out! Alright. So that was fun. Oh, man. Yes! That's pretty funny. So those are the warbirds. Let's see what instant action missions we actually have for the, Well, actually, let's go see what we can do on the Through the Inferno server again. Let's see if it's back up. However... Can't join because it says my ping is ridiculously high. That is an error. My ping is actually never, like, it's not that bad. So you can see on a refresh it works. It's really dumb. This game has a tendency to do that. We're gonna try the Huey one more dang time because I want to show you guys what the miniguns can do. They're freaking awesome. Like, the Huey is one of the fastest ways in this game to just rack up ground kills like crazy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Takes forever to load. Raining. Fascinating. UH1. Interesting. All right. DCS power. Am I sitting in the... Oh, yeah, I am. Anti-collision lights. That can be set to green. We can set that guy. That can wait. Oh, everything else is battery. Lights work. Reset everything. Crack our throttle. Okay. Fuel pump is on. Let's get her started. If I can find the key. Go. 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20. 32. Inverter can go to on. And we're going. All right. Ground crew, rearm, refuel. Miniguns, rockets, HE, rockets, HE.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
They copy? That's irritating. We have to do all of that because it started up. Apparently the ground crew is filled with potatoes. The ground crew doesn't, they're like, man, that thing's starting up. That thing's gonna shake itself to death. We're not getting anywhere near it.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Be like, you will. Alright.
Refueling complete.
They're done refueling. Let's get that light on. Let's get these lights turned on. Do 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 do. All right, let's make sure everything is on. Starter gen. Should be good.
Rearming complete.
Hey, rearming is apparently now complete. So we need to dash intel. Kilo assault mission FH-96. FH-96, FH. It'd be nice if it wasn't terribly far away, but I have a feeling. 8. 6, and it was what? Amtkel, right there. Oh, that's not actually all that far. It is up in the mountains, though. Okay, so that's heading 35. Some folks are made to wear the flag. Ooh, that red, white, and blue. Off we go. Okay. Bit more on the collective. Start to nose down. Alright. We're actually getting some halfway decent frame rates at this point. Good. Okay, we still need to come left some. Ooh, that red, white, and blue! Yeah, me. Yeah, me. I ain't no senator's son. Okay. Even nose down a little bit more. What is this nonsense? All right. We are on our way. We're not going to get into big rush this time. I definitely don't want to run into the exhaust gas issues that we had before. So we'll keep going this way. Oh, it's straight through that FARP, which there. So that's the direction we need to go. Gun sight on the Huey. If you ever need to turn it on, it has to be turned on there first. Then when you bring it down, then you get your reticle. This guy, yeah, thereabout. We can stow him for a bit. After start check. Standby generator's not doing anything. It's not supposed to be doing anything. Main gen is working. Looks like we are good. Well, aside from that, anyway. There's one thing about the Huey is while the autopilot does work, terrain can be an issue. The other thing to remember too is that helicopters cannot land like straight up and down unless they have a metric crap ton of power to weight. And that's because of VRS is the name of it, and I don't remember what that stands for. Basically what it amounts to is the helicopter's rotors start chopping through its own downwash. And so you will always see helicopters land with like a slight forward motion if at all possible. This is especially true on a helicopter like the Huey, which is notorious for many other issues. Issues that range from mast chopping, which is not good, to well, that's the biggest issue with the Huey. So hopefully we don't get shot down again. That was really annoying. Settling with power, yes. Settling with power is another way of saying VRS, if I remember correctly. It's never a good sign to get into that kind of stuff. It's a great way to fall out of the sky. There are a couple of different recovery techniques for it. But, you will probably see me crash trying to land this thing with that, because of that. I have to remind myself how to fly this thing every time I get in it, because it's such a different and acquired skill. And just the amount of engine micromanagement and stuff can get old fast. We're about halfway there. Yeah, if you give yourself a lot of, well, altitude in general is just a lifesaver, right? So with altitude, you have more room to auto-rotate, so you have more room to control an auto-rotation if you were to have an engine issue or lose tail control for some odd reason. So altitude is important from that standpoint. But altitude is time, and like just about every person that you ever talk to in just about any field, it seems like time is like an element of safety. Right. Oh no. Yeah, we got to go around the mountain. But yeah, time is definitely an element of safety, but one of the other recovery techniques is you need forward movement through VRS. So like if you start to get the symptoms of VRS and start losing cyclic control and collective control, you need to move forward ASAP. I think also the natural tendency is to want to increase collective, which is this guy down here, and that can cause that causes the rotors and stuff to stall out, and it actually makes the problem worse. You gotta drop collective while trying to move forward. So drop collective, move the cyclic forward. That's why helicopters, like flying helicopters, is interesting in this game because of that. There's a lot of emergency procedures that are hard to remember them all. So now we're definitely getting our Vietnam feel on. The other thing is the Huey actually has an overspeed. I didn't know this. The Huey's overspeed range is like 120 to 125 knots of airspeed. Nice little lag spike. We're getting some decent frames now, though. We're in the 40s. suspect a large part of that is because the game engine is not having to render a whole bunch of space because of the fog and rain. It is raining. I don't have my wiper blades on. I'm going to Gulag. Yes, you can auto-rotate in this game. I will try and do one as soon as we get done with this mission. I suck at it. I have maybe a dozen or two auto-rotations. And so as a result, I'm not like super confident in it, but you can auto-rotate in this game. This game actually also features mast chopping. That's a thing for the Huey. So low G maneuvering is like near zero G maneuvering is always a problem. You obviously want to be careful that you don't cause the rotor blades to contact the mast and take out your propeller. I'm gonna add just a little bit more throttle here. We got plenty of EGT to work with. I'm gonna add just a wee bit more collective as well. It's gonna be on the left-hand side of this mountain range over here. Infantry is... God dang it. Somebody just completed it. I don't know who. There's nobody around. Ugh. I'm gonna continue. I don't think that that's right. Nobody was here. Oh! Well, that just happened. Oh my. That, my friends, is a Zeus. And Zeuses are assholes. Well, round two. See, and they said that that it was taken care of. What do you want to bet I went to the wrong thing and I went to the helicopter assault one instead? Who wants to make bets?
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Yep, I did. That's why we got shot down so hard and so fast. All right. Well, let's
Refueling complete.
Hey, we got throttle control, ESS, set this guy there. Shut up. Oh. Okay, all the lights work. Reminds me we should have more, but we've got fuel, hydraulic. Okay, let's start it. Oh, that's not the start button. To Mississippi.
Rearming complete.
Seven, Mississippi. $16, 18, 19, 20. Five. 8. Put her on. Getting all of our instrumentation turned on. All right. Get our door closed here. Alright, so let's see if it actually spawned in this time and we can actually go and do the infantry assault mission, FH95. That is all the way... FH95. Oh, this one. That one. Okay. This is where we're headed. That's, heading is 70. They get everything turned on. Intercom, rockets are set. Radios are on. Oh, we need lights. I go to Gulag. Alright, we don't need pitot heater. Inverter is on, that's on. Alright. Yeah, you definitely want to be careful on through the Inferno. The various missions that you actually have available to you can be very punishing. So like in that case we saw the power of the Zeus. And that's because that mission is dedicated entirely for the attack helicopters, like the KA-50 that's currently in the game, and eventually the Whiskey Cobra. That's my Cobra. Okay, let's set our force trim here. Oh, that was the wrong button. We don't want to go straight east, we want to come this way just a little bit. It also probably didn't help that I am, as someone else accurately described, lit up like a Christmas tree. But as you can see, we are definitely visible. Man those guns, boys! There! We're gonna go get us some. Like, I really, really want to play frickin' Fortunate Son. Like, right now. It feels right. And even flying this thing just makes you realize just what people in that era were contending with as far as, you know, helicopter technology. This helicopter had a number of different issues, and they still managed to fly these things with you know, I don't want to say ease, that's the wrong word for it, but they managed to fly it with a level of professionalism, finesse, that I could only hope to someday ever achieve. But I suppose, like a lot of things from this time frame, so long as you kept it within its designed operating parameters, it probably was fine, you know? I don't know. We're almost to a point where we can go almost straight east. I think we're headed in the right direction. We'll make it work. This time we won't have any problems. There might be some BMPs there, but there won't be any. There won't be any Shilkas, Zeuses floating around. Which makes life so much less stressful. Exhaust gases are still good. We're still below the threshold on torque. Should be good. what is our current heading? 856. Yeah, we can come to 80. Let's adjust our crappy and barely functional whoa. Okay. No, keep coming this way. That's too far now. I love how the side slip, the slip indicator is freaking out, right? The yaw indicator is like, oh, you're coordinated, you're good. Alright. I think it's on the other side of this hill. We definitely want to approach the area with a level of caution, because you would be surprised at how accurate those BMPs can be. So what do you guys think of the this perspective, the view perspective on YouTube? You guys able to easily see what it is that I'm doing without me having to like, I don't know, without having to like be like, man, what's like, interpret what I'm saying, I guess is the right way to word that. You guys can see in the cockpit, you can see what's going on without too many problems. That's the wrong button. All right. Nice. Should be getting close. I'm gonna pull back on this. Let's get a little bit more altitude so I can see where they supposedly are. I want to say they're in the field over there, but gotta find them. It's a game of cat and mouse. I don't have... It's not like the aircraft missions. Oh. I see explosions off that way. What are the odds? That's a missile. That's the escape menu. Why are there things damaged over here? That's what I want to know. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna swing this guy down into position just in case. There's explosions like somebody's been here before. Oh. Sure would be a shame if we contributed. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna do some making love today. Those right there. No. Alright. Do some work, boys. Get some! Get some! Yeah, me. I ain't no senator's son. Infantry below us. Get some! Get some! Burr, 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 burr. Still have some rockets left. There was any... Who's there? Oh, I am still live streaming, comrade.
Where's go then?
I don't know. The ballerina is off doing ballerina things, I think.
How rude.
Right?
You said to stay aside so we can come join you, and you just, no, it doesn't show.
Right. And I'm even flying around in a Huey for crying out loud. Get some! That's funny.
Is it time to start blasting Fortunate Son?
Oh, yeah, man, I wish I could and keep the monetization, because that'd be awesome. But yeah, unfortunately no. So if I come down here, I can actually control. Oh man, this thing is so much fun to fly. Are you all dead yet? All you non-hackers! Don't belong in my beloved core! Except for I think this is actually an air cav, helo. Makes me sad. Get some!
So they finally added Hueys in?
Oh, the Huey's been in for a very, very long time. It was one of the first aircraft added, like, eons ago, when I went to DCS World. So... Alright, Gunner. Do your job. They're still there. Apparently, I just need to get lower to the ground. Come on. There you go. Get some. It's over! So we just completed that entire freaking mission. Well, not the entire thing. I guess technically somebody else completed a portion of it anyway. Well, let's go find our forward operating base and see if I can't crash on the way there. Off to the left. So, Landwehr, you got to ride in some helicopters in your time in, didn't you?
Yeah, a few.
I'm guessing they were all Black Hawks and Chinooks, though, right?
Black Hawk, Chinooks, the training helicopters were all Hueys.
Oh, really? So you actually got to ride in a Huey, then?
Yep.
Nice. Nice!
And I prefer the Huey to the Black Hawk.
Really? Why? Do tell.
Just way too many things can go wrong with the Black Hawk. that a Huey basically, the Huey was basically designed to fly no matter what. And
I don't know about that, but
well, I mean, within reason, I mean, but the Black Hawk is way too dependent on its computer system to continue flying.
gotcha. Makes sense, all things considered.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, I would surmise that the Huey would run into about the same amount of problems as Black Hawk did in a desert situation because the sand just clogs everything.
Yeah. I was gonna say, that's just a situation you just don't win. I mean, you just do what you can. All the sand and dirt and grit and all that crap.
Well, dirt is one thing, and it can easily be blocked by filters and everything. What people don't understand about sand is it's a crystal, which means once it gets into something, it stays there, and it burrows deep. Like, I still have my uniforms with sand in them that I have tossed into a washing machine like dozens of times, and it still won't come out.
Yeah. Alright, so Reaper, are you still there on Twitch? You wanted to see an auto rotation, so find myself a decent patch to actually do it in. Hopefully this time I'll land with some success. I did it earlier in the live stream and crashed, which that's not all that surprising.
How do you crash a helicopter?
Very easy. You fuck up an auto rotation. Beyond that, though, it's actually really, really hard. Like, if you have any idea of what you're doing. I don't know if he's still here or not, but I need to practice anyway, so we're not far from the FARP, so we'll do an auto rotation here and alright, start an auto rotation, drop cyclic, drop the everything, maintain RPM, come down. Nope.
Alright, have fun. Time to go buggy.
Alright.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I lost my cyclic authority there. So we'll go up and do it again. Get ourselves pointed in a safe direction. Alright. Drop throttle. Okay. There we go. We're in auto rotate. We're in the right flight regime now. Okay, so you gotta maintain forward. Drop cyclic a little bit. As you get closer and closer to the ground, you want to pull back and add cyclic. Oh, we're too high. Keep forward motion, pull back, add cyclic. And there we go. Well, that was a messy auto rotation, and we took out the main prop in the process, but the important part is that we made it onto the ground. Shut down the engine because all it's doing is free spinning. So anyway, that's an auto rotation. It can be done. We mass chopped the blade off. That's what happened there. Ish. But everyone's alive. See if we can't start a forest fire. So you can do an auto rotation for landing. Just don't do it the way I did it. I don't think.
Request repair.
Nope, too far away. Dang it. It wasn't for lack of trying on our part, okay? We tried. So let's, Oh. Yep. I forgot. Everybody's got to bail out. Bail out! Alright. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll get rearm refuel while we're waiting. Do also have M60s. You can also add the we do have the minigun pods, but they're such a pain in the butt to use. Like
Request refueling.
I'm good. I don't need that in my life.
Rearming.
That to ESS.
Refueling complete.
Work. Hydraulics. Fuel on. Let's get throttle up and moving. Okay. Oh. VR, telling you. Alright, well, that's starting. We'll get our instrument. Maybe we'll get our instrument panel rolling here. Okay. And it's starting up. Alright. It's starting. Hear me. Got them. They get the. Yep. We got pods. Don't need that. We do need, though, is a direction. Infantry assault is designated. That's where bad things just happened not too long ago, right? Oh no, it's in the same place. In the exact same place. Alright. Well, at least we know where to go. That was an interesting flag spike. Okay. I really hope that that's friendly. Looks like a tomcat. I'm gonna assume that that's a friendly. Although it could be Iranian. You never, you don't know. Hey. Whew. This weather is definitely interesting. I don't... Oh, they work? My! Well, that's fancy. Well... Well, ain't that just some fancy pants? There is no way that we are heading that direction. What is my current heading? 122. We are headed in the wrong direction. Okay, let's go this way. Does anyone have any questions about Z Huey? Oh shit. Up? We definitely don't want to fly through that. Those are bad days waiting to happen. Jeez. I don't think in Vietnam they had these things mounted to the doors like this. Although I bet they wish they did. They definitely had them mounted to the side of the thing though, like the rocket pod, but yeah. Uh-oh. Let's get this guy turned on so it's ready when we get there. Let's set his mills up. Okay. Yeah, me. Ooh, Senator Sun. We need to adjust heading to 36. Yeah, we were headed to the wrong base. P-51. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yep. I was headed to the wrong one. Go figure. This is what happens when you give me a map and a compass to navigate with as opposed to actual nav aids. Get our climb on here. There we go. Yeah, we definitely, like, there needs to be a duty-free version of Fortunate Son or something, just so I can play that while playing this game. But unfortunately, it's just not the case. It's just not how it's going to be. Worked on the lips. Heading 21. I really dislike the compass in this thing is geborked all the time. Left Alt and A is an orbit, huh? Oh, nothing else in there. Well, that sucks. What the heck is going on with my engine torque? Wonder if there's some wind gusts, maybe? That might explain some things. Alright, we're in the area again. Everybody be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for our ground forces that we're looking to shoot at. Something off over there. E-51. Probably looking to be super cheeky-breaky. I think that last set that was over here was over on the one edge of the town. Didn't see any shots come up on him, and I don't see any smoke, so... Nani? I see our previous pockmarks. Hopefully as we get closer, these will become much higher resolution and we'll be able to see what's what. Oh, I got, yep, visual. Getting shot at! No, shoot at the dudes that are shooting at us, not at that guy. Yes, shoot at him! Jeez. Right door gunner must never get any practice, because we could have just died there, man. We could have just died. And you're off over here in lollygagging land. Get some! That's it. We're gonna get the left-hand gunner into this, because he obviously doesn't suck at his job. Trying to get some gunner in there, see what was holding us up. Ew. Who are they both getting some? Oh, no, I think it's just the one guy. All right, boys, do some work. You're not done yet. Keep going. Right there. Yeah, what are you doing? There are 4 infantry transports there. You have one job, gunner. Blow them up. Alright, time to get the right-hand gunner into this. He needs some love too, unfortunately. I just don't know how we convince him to actually do his job. Like right now. It's a good thing that they don't have like RPGs or SAMs or pretty much anything. Like outside of those couple of technicals, right when we first got here, they ain't got nothing. Gotta be some dudes left. Find them. Right there. There's one. There we go. Completed. This is a Christian Minecraft server. There is no Minecraft even being played on this server. That's how a Christian this Minecraft server isn't. Somehow we managed to avoid taking any serious damage. I don't know how. We've killed 115 ground targets, though. Something to be proud of. I just like how this looks. Just the sheer amount of ricochets and... Gotta hose down the tree so, you know... Charlie's in him. He's hosed. Oh. Get some! Get some! Like fireworks. Only you can prevent the spread of Charlie. Look at the barrels. They're glowing orange. And we're empty. Alright, where is our... Oh, it's over there. We're empty there, too. Alright. That sounds like a scam. Not gonna lie. That sounds like a scam. Follow this link in my profile to this amazing thing that I've done. I don't think so. Not my first rodeo. Investigated enough of those in my time to know better. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch me probably screw up this landing, and then we will call it a night from there. So we're headed up here to the smoke, and that will be our landing spot. We will watch me completely faff it up, because that's gonna happen. And yeah, start leveling out just a little bit here. Keep going. There is supposed to be a landing light somewhere on this thing too, but I have no idea where it's at. So you remember me talking about VRS and the Huey. There we go! That was definitely not the prettiest of landings, but I'll take it. First time, too. Whew, didn't even have to make a go-around. Alrighty. Give me 1 second here, and we'll... Alright, so that's going to be the end of this live stream. We started off real rough. Didn't have much luck in terms of the first part of this, but once we got rolling there, we departed and took some time away from the multiplayer server, and I think that helped out a lot too. Just getting a good reset, getting some decent quality content out there. Anyway, I'm going to continue flying this Huey for a little bit longer after this, but that's going to be it for our live stream. Our next live stream is going to be this coming Saturday, June 22nd. 6 p.m. Daylight Savings Time. I hope to see you guys then. In the meantime, I'm Whiskey11, signing us out of the Gaming Lounge. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching.